Mind up on Chicago, though?
Well, we're going in. I didn't say when. We're going in. When you lose, look, I have an obligation. This isn't a political thing. I have an obligation. When we lose, when 20 people are killed over the last 2.5 weeks, and 75 are shot with bullets. So let me tell you a little story about a place called D.C., District of Columbia, right here where we are. It's now a safe zone. We have no crime. It's in such great shape. You can go and actually walk with your children, your wife, your husband. You can walk right down the middle of the street. You're not going to be shot, Peter. You're safe. Everyone likes you anyway. They probably wouldn't do it. But it's so dangerous. And there are people in this audience that you've suffered greatly. There are people in this audience that have been mugged and hurt badly, and they don't want to talk about it. Maybe you were very brave in talking about it. You made quite an impression on a lot of people. I appreciate it. But there were other people in this room that have been hurt very badly just walking down the street in D.C. Washington, D.C. is a safe zone right now. It's a safe city. The restaurants are open. They're booming. You can't get a restaurant. New restaurants are announcing that they're going to be open. This took place in 12 days. Now it's 15 days, but 3 days ago it became what's known as a safe zone. It's a safe city. And this city was really bad, really, really bad. We took 1,600 people out, hardcore criminals that will not be coming back anytime soon. And we're very proud of it. You know, to have our nation's capital lose every week, you know, it was like years, many years where every single week somebody was killed for many, many, many consecutive weeks. This went on for years. And then we had, last week it was announced that nobody was killed last week. And I made that announcement in front of a very distinguished leader of a country. And I'm saying proudly, ladies and gentlemen, nobody was killed in Washington, D.C. this week. He looked at me like, what's that all about? I say, yeah, we have a little bit of a crime problem. And we don't have a crime problem in Washington anymore. And the mayor has been very helpful, and the police commission has been very helpful, and it's been a great team. And I would love to have Governor Pritzker call me. I'd gain respect for him and say, we do have a problem, and we'd love you to send in the troops, because you know what? The people, they have to be protected. I saw today on one of your networks, not a friendly network, except really the opposite, I would say, very unfriendly network. And they interviewed about 12 people on this morning. Most of them were African-American, who were black. And they were saying, please, please, please let the president send in. These were people from Chicago. Please, we need help. We need help. We can't walk outside. We're petrified. If the governor of Illinois would call me up, I would love to do it. Now, we're going to do it anyway. We have the right to do it because I have an obligation to protect this country. And that includes Baltimore. I saw where Governor Moore was asking me to take a walk down the street of Baltimore. Well, Baltimore is a very unsafe place. It's rated number 4 in the city, one of the most unsafe places anywhere in the world. But, you know, we took care. This was a beautiful thing that happened in Washington because we showed that it could be done. And this wasn't just sending big, strong guys, and they are big and they are strong. You know, we had a great decision from the Supreme Court that had to do with sort of talent. It had to do with you are put down based on merit. You can hire based on merit. So merit for a soldier or for a policeman is strong, physically fit, something, you know, having a certain ability, not a person that is woke and got the job through woke, but wasn't strong enough to lift a gun out of the holster, et cetera, et cetera. No, I looked at the police. As you know, last week I went over, we had a meeting with, there had to be 300 people, and they were all very impressive looking. And when the bad guys see them, they're not going to do a thing. And so I'm very proud of Washington. It serves as a template, and we're going to do it elsewhere. But Chicago is certainly going to be high. I would love to have him call. I would love the governor of Illinois. I'd be honored to take his call. All he has to do is say, sir, we need help. It's out of control. And everyone knows it is. He's not kidding anyone. I would love to have I would say Governor Moore call, because I watched him over the weekend trying to explain that Baltimore, what they need is housing. No, they don't need housing. They need to get rid of the criminals. These are hardcore criminals. You know, we took many people off the streets of Washington, D.C. They're hardcore. They're not going to be good. In 10 years, in 20 years, in 2 years, they're going to be criminals. They were born to be criminals, frankly. They were born to be criminals, and they're tough and mean, and they'll cut your throat, and they won't even think about it the next day. They won't even remember that they did it. And we're not going to have those people. Washington, D.C. is now a safe zone. It's a safe place. And you can walk, Katie, you can walk right down the street with, by the way, one of the biggest human beings I've ever seen, which is her husband. He was a football player for like 11 years in the NFL. He's a big person. But big doesn't mean anything when they have guns and when they have knives and everything else that they have, right? But you can walk right down the street, even by yourself, and you're totally safe. Washington, D.C. is a great thing. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so I have to echo that, everything he just now said. Yeah, it was a big annoyance. A lot of people in the city was and still are a little aggravated by the presence of all of the police and whatnot, but they're not able to commit as many crimes as they was before. They got to put in extra work to commit these crimes, and they got to make sure that they're extra sneaky so that they're not caught. And this is what the president is supposed to do. Why didn't Biden do this in the 4 years that he was the president? And why didn't he do it for the cities that voted for him? This is not out of hate, gang. This is not out of hate. This is out of love, man. I know y'all might not see it, man. It's a white president that's going into blue cities that's mostly black and brown people, and it's hateful. That's what people are saying on social media. I'm talking about the people on the left mostly. But overall, the citizens, the people that want to see their children go to and come home from school safely, they're happy with this information. Check out these stats right here. All right, so Chicago had 5,700 homicides in the last 10 years. New York had 3,700 homicides in the last 10 years, compared to war-torn countries like Ukraine, which had 10,000 to 12,000 in 10 years. Here's the thing. These are cities, man. Not even entire states. These are cities in the states. More people need to be upset about what's going on. More people need to be on the side of the president like, yeah, keep doing your thing. That's what I voted for. Unfortunately, though, everybody want to take teams and take sides, and they want to act like the criminals are the victims and they shouldn't do this to them and they shouldn't treat them like this. Let me tell you something, man. I'm all about my family and their safety and them being able to live without thinking that somebody will rob them. My children they already grown up at this point. You know, my youngest is 20 years old. When she want to go downtown and hang out with her boyfriend, Josh, or my son, Jojo, want to go and take his lady, Ariana, on the town, you know, to show her how beautiful the city is, I don't want them to be in harm's way. And I'm sure you feel the same way about your children, man. So, Chicago, you're up next. The state of Illinois, you guys are up next. And don't be afraid of what's about to happen. You need to just sit back and just watch these criminals be afraid, because they are the ones that chose to live this life. And unfortunately for them, and fortunately for us, we have the proper man in the White House to make sure that they can't do this and terrorize their city for as long as they have been. All right? Even if it means them killing each other. Why should we just sit back and just let them kill each other? That's people's sons too. Those are fathers of children as well. Like, why don't we care just because it's out of sight, out of mind? It's over there in the corners of the worst parts of the city. We should just leave them alone and let them kill each other. No, we should not. We should get in front of it. Unlike Jasmine Crockett, who believed that we should not. She believed that we should wait until a body drops and turn cold before we get involved. No, that's not how this goes. Just because it's police enforcement, you're not supposed to get in front of the crime. crime prevention. It shouldn't be crime prevention. It should be enforcement of crime. Nah, man. Nah. Miss me with that stuff, man. What do y'all think in the comments? Y'all let me know. Brutal honesty only. Thank you so much for pulling up. I appreciate you guys. And thank you again for being a part of the LFR family. And if you have any questions about anything that we got going on over here, feel free to drop them, all right? And if I see them, I will address them. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. I'll see y'all on the next one. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.